Brand Sounds.
Hi, my name's John Groves, and this is Brand Sounds, the platform for sound communications. So, now the answer to the question you're dying to know, is a sound logo a sound ID? Well, no. A sound ID doesn't always have to be based on a sound logo, and by just having a sound logo, it's not exactly the same thing as having a sound ID. You know, at the time of writing, we're in a transitionary phase. There's an acute awareness of the enormous potential that a unique brand sound has to offer. And as I've been preaching about this for years, I am, of course, rather happy. But I'm not ecstatic. The problem is that brands are enthusiastically adding these generic ding-dong-dings at the end of their TV spots and thinking they're Intel. They'll soon discover that it's not quite that easy. On the topic of ding-dong-dings, I'm reminded they're nothing new. As a kid, I can remember vividly how the sound of our doorbell triggered a voice in my head that said, Avon calling, ding-dong. I don't even remember how it got there, but the sonic mnemonic is indelibly emblazoned on my brain. Another one was the unique chimes of ATV television. Together with an animated graphic, the letters ATV unfolded, each accompanied by its own note. As a grand finale, the words Channel 9. And they were accompanied by 3 timpani hits, 2 deep and 1 high, mimicking perfectly the smoke and rhythm of the word Channel 9. Dim dim dom. But back to the plot. I was talking about Intel. In a study carried out by Cheskin Research and Headspace regarding sound and brand, one of the key findings is that the sound was able to communicate Intel's main brand attributes just as efficiently and effectively as the visuals. The report findings indicate that when designing the sound logo, it's critical that existing brand attributes be understood, and that sound expresses these attributes. The report concludes by saying that sound can also have a negative impact on brand imagery. So what are we hearing here? Well, 2 bits of vital information. The first is good news. Sound alone has the capability to convey brand attributes. Well, I knew that. The Intel sound logo was apparently designed to communicate attributes like energy and high quality, as well as to portray an accurate decade association. The good news means that image building can be done equally well in a cheaper medium. For instance, radio. Cool. So what's the bad news? I'll say it again. Sound can just as easily have a negative impact on the brand as positive impact. Considering our current state of generic ding-dong-dinging, it's obvious that communicating brand attributes seems to have been left out in the offending brand shopping list. Okay, I'll come down from the barricades, but as you hear, I'm passionate about this. And every time I hear one of those things on the TV, I almost spill my tea. If things don't change, the sound logo will have joined the ringtone as major cause for environmental sound pollution. But let's think positive. Soon, due to books, articles, and audio-visual thingies like this one, maybe brands will become more aware of criteria like fit, differentiation, and consequent usage. They will discover that a good sound is going to make to help them more identifiable and memorable, and it's going to help them to contribute to a more efficient communication. In plain talk, communications using good sound branding will be recognized with less push, which means more and better contact for less money. Eventually, a good sound ID can even become a brand asset, but it's a long and bumpy road. Even the best brand sounds are useless unless there are agreed rules of usage and methods of enforcement and control. It could be that by the time you're watching this, things have normalized and that all major brands have aesthetic and pleasurable, or at least bearable, sound identities. I'll drink to that. Tea, of course.
Brand Sounds.
Music. Brands.